Hi everyone, my name is Summer Plant, and this is my persuasive speech from my interpersonal communications class through IADT Online. Now, I decided to do my persuasive speech on the popularity of tattoos, and actually tattoos have risen in the past decade, and I did a survey in my own hometown randomly and found that about approximately 8 out of 10 people have tattoos. This is going all over, asking everyone from elderly people to the lowest of 18 years old. And while asking why they got them, I got a couple I don't knows just because, and didn't really give me the answer that I was looking for. But I did get a lot of people that were answering things like, that it symbolizes something important to them or is a stress reliever, which, both of those also work for myself. Getting tattoos. At this point I have about 17 tattoos, and a lot of times you have so much stress built up, and some people prefer to get piercings, some people prefer to cut themselves, some people like to go fishing. I like to get tattoos, so it really helps with the stress, and a lot of my tattoos do have a meaning to it. So it's not just something random, though maybe there's like one or two of mine that were just kind of, oh, that's cool, let's get that. So I guess I could put myself in the, I don't know why I got that, I guess I just thought it was cool at the time. But there are differences between people that I read this article through the Journal of American Culture by John Roberts, and this is from 2012 of June, where there's a difference between people who have tattoos and whatnot. There are those that have tattoos and those that are tattooed. Really didn't make no sense to me, so I had to read on more. He said that he found that people who have tattoos have a few strategically placed so that they're coverable, and tattooed people get tattoos that are visible for everyone to see and show them off. I guess I'm kind of in both boats there. I'm not really big on showing my tattoos off. It's not a big thing for me. When I'm home, I'm comfortable. I'll wear like a t-shirt or a white beater, maybe go shirtless or something. But it's not a big thing for me to go around showing my tattoos off. So I do like to show some of them off. I've got a really cool one of my son's footprint with his name and his birth date in it. That's probably one of the most symbolic one that I have. Anyways, people like to put all types of designs on their body, and anything from travel to portraits. It's just a design, anything that appeals to you, that they put on their body. And there are some differences between tattoos. There's tribal, there is flash art, which is a lot of times what you'll see when you walk into a tattoo shop. You'll see that up on the wall. It's the easy, pretty much easy tattoos to get done. More hard lines and not a whole lot of shading, maybe a little color, not just so defined. And there's the more detailed ones, which are anywhere from like portraits to just different little drawings and stuff like that take more time, have more detail. And as a idea, I drew something up probably about a month and a half ago that is actually going to be one of my next tattoos, and this is what I would consider to be a detailed art project, and here it is. Now, I don't really have a meaning behind it. It was just something, going through a dark time in my life, and a lot of bad things were happening. A lot of things weren't going the way that I had wanted them to. So, I just would start drawing and just came up with a concept and an idea, and that's what I came up with. And so, if I was to make it symbolic, it would be something, on my hard times. So, with that, said, we'll jump on to with perceptions of tattoos. Now, the public has mixed feelings, perceptions on tattoos, but as it becomes more popular, they're becoming more accepting to a degree. I know before you couldn't even hardly get a job if you had tattoos that were even slightly visible. And now you can get jobs. I mean, they're easily covered up. All my tattoos are easily covered up. Sometimes I have to wear a long sleeve shirt. That's not a big deal. You go to an interview, you look nice. You should wear a long sleeve shirt anyways. But they are becoming more accepting. Some of the elderly are, a little more old-fashioned. Do things the old way, and tattoos just really were not a big thing for them. And sometimes you got your religious people that, really don't want tattoos. They feel that it destroys the body, and your body is your temple. So, I mean, I can understand that. I myself am a Christian, and, I still find myself wanting tattoos, and to me it's not degrading my temple, it's not degrading my body, it's just an expression of myself, because my body stays here. My soul goes up. And some people just don't really like them. Some people just prefer not to have tattoos, and that's good for them. If that's what they're into, then, if they're into something different, hey, to each his own. Let me take a look at my notes real quick. Sorry. Some people think that tattoos represent the person wearing them, and this at times could be true. I mean, you may see some, gangbangers out sporting their gang tattoos, or, something of that sort. But for the most part, that perception is false, and I mean, it often gives good people a bad name. And when you don't know who they are, that just kind of even makes it more. Which is why I found another picture that I printed off of a doctor who has a bunch of tattoos, and I'd like to show that to you real quick. And basically, all it says is that delinquent could save your life. Only a moron would assume that just because I have tats all over me, I am a loser or a drug user, a devil worshipper, or that I lack morals. I work hard every day and play just as hard as at night. I pay my taxes, love God, obey the law, and hug my loved ones the same way you do. The only difference between us, I don't look down on you for not having tats. And that's definitely true, and I believe every word that he said there, because that's exactly how I feel. I don't put people down because they don't have tattoos, but I see people look at me sometimes and think just because I have tattoos that I'm a bad person or this. No, I'm actually really a great person and fun to be with and fun to get along with. So, but I hope that my speech here has persuaded some people to not only look differently at people who have tattoos, but maybe even persuade you to get yourself a tattoo. I mean, they are addicting. After I got my first one, it was already thinking of the next one I'm going to get. And I mean, I have multiple plans of ideas in my head that I've constantly come up with that I want to get done. So to me, again, it's an expression of art and self, and I love them, and I'm going to continue to get them. So thank you guys for listening to my persuasive speech, and I will see you guys around. Thank you.